Hey guys, welcome back to Fia's Corner. It's been a minute that I've been away, and yeah, I thought this YouTube thing was easy, but yo guys, it's not. It hasn't been easy at all. I've been struggling to bring content. It's not, and because I've been busy as well, I'm so sorry for that. But first and foremost, I want to say, yay! Thank you guys to 1,500 of y'all for subscribing to my channel, Fia's Corner. I was not, every day I'm like, I can't believe this, a milestone, I'm above 1,000. Now I have 1,500 of y'all subscribing to my little channel. Hopefully it will be one day be my big old channel. So I'm really grateful to you all for subscribing to my channel. I appreciate it. Please don't forget to share, comment, and like, and watch all my other videos. I know you all are, most of you are just interested in the recruitment content, which is not fair, but yeah, try to watch my other videos, guys. And like and subscribe, and share with others. And those that are watching without subscribing, like, what you doing? Like, hello, help me help you. I'm kidding, but anyway, thank you so much for those that have subscribed, been watching all my videos, and I'm so sorry for not being consistent, but I'm kidding. I'm going to try to be consistent the next couple months that are coming. I think I'll try to be really consistent and help out, especially with recruitment and a little bit of vlogs here and there of my life. Just that work has been hectic. Always going to be hectic because yeah, we're out here trying to survive. But anyways, today's topic is quite interesting, and I think something that will really be helpful to a lot of y'all that is looking for work, or job hunting and stuff. So I put a question on my community page, guys. I post a lot of things on my community page. When, like, if I see job vacancies, I should put them there, so check out my community page. Sometimes it's useful to some of y'all that are job hunting. Okay, so I posted a question like, what do you guys want me to do in my next video? And only one person answered me, so I'm gonna do a video for her. So special shout out to Rebetine Rebetine Angula. Thank you so much for answering me so that I didn't talk to myself. So this video is dedicated to you. I'm going to answer your questions. Hopefully I'll be helpful and you'll be enlightened. Okay, so this is Rebetine's questions. First question was, what do people, HR, look for when shortlisting? Okay, shortlisting. Most when we advertise a job vacancy, it usually comprises of a job advertisement requirement as well as the job description. So basically what we do, shortlisting criteria is, firstly, one has to meet the job, the advertised requirement that's on the advert, the minimum requirement. That's basically the minimum requirement for the job, right? So for you to qualify to move from the first selection stage, you need to first meet the requirement for the advert, the minimum requirement. So basically, if we are asking, for example, like advertising for an archivist, for example, and then we'll ask, for example, an appropriate degree, minimum requirement be an appropriate degree in archives management on NQ level 7 or equivalent qualification. So equivalent qualification will also mean it will be probably like, what is archivist, and something to do with, I don't know, what do people study this one? Maybe office management wouldn't be good, because archivist, you need to be able to be to archive stuff, filing, so you need to be in that line to have studied something in that line. So you cannot come apply for an archivist if you did accounting or you did HR or you did IT. Do you understand? It need to be in the archivist. Equivalent qualification means you need to be in that specific area. So firstly, you have then to meet that shortlisting, the advert requirement. So you need to have the archivist diploma degree that we are looking for, that's on NQ level or something equivalent to that. And then from that selection, we take you out from that. The people that now applied, from the 200 bunch of you that applied, or probably only 80 will have the relevant qualification from the advert that meet the advert requirement, all of it. So, and then from there, we then check with these 80 people, how many of you we'll check again, and then we'll check like experience, the subjects that you did. For now, those that don't have archivist diploma degrees, the subject that they did, is it really relevant to archivist, being an archivist or archivist, yeah, archivist. So, and then we check if you have the right modules that you studied for to be able to do this job, because then this job has description, so you have to also meet those job description that you did, that they are requesting. If you are able to monitor, to do all these electronic documents that you're supposed to have known as an archivist, and all those things. And then from there, from that shortlisting criteria, and then the number will become decreased, because then some people will fall out because they don't have those requirements that we put up. And then the last ones that are left is what will be interviewed, will be called for interview. So basically, that's what's happened, what we look for when shortlisting. We actually just follow the advert for people that meet the requirement, for the minimum requirement. Firstly, after the minimum requirement, we will set up a shortlisting criteria that will apply to the job and the degree, the qualifications also. And then from there, we do the interviews. I hope that helped answer your first question. The second question is it really about having the highest qualification, or does experience also play a role? Okay, this one is quite simple actually. It depends on the job that you're applying for. And in government, we really don't consider qualification. It depends on job category. So your job category will determine the qualification that you need. You understand? I hope that makes sense. So if you are applying for an accountant, will require you to have a diploma in it, a diploma in accounting, or a degree, some in that nature. So if you're applying for a cleaner, we'll need you to have a grade 10, you see. If you're applying for a managerial post, we'll require you to have a master's. Do you understand? Like, it's important according to the job category that you are applying for. So qualification is important. You need to have it for you to apply for the job that is needed. We have to. It matters. But now I see in private, they are looking for masters, like, because everybody have a degree. So when I'm applying, like looking for work there, they are like literally shortlisting for. They want people with masters and so forth. So yeah, job market is actually getting really tough. But in government right now, it's according to the job that you're doing, applying for, the job category that you're applying for. It for every job category, there is a level of qualifications that you will require. In connection with experience is needed, because this is why we always emphasize on doing internships, because it helps you with the other competitors, the other candidates, applicants that are looking for work. So it actually, if you have experience, it's really good for you. It's like very rare for us to, when you have 500 applicants that are applying for one job and everybody meets requirements, you understand? All of them guys get grade 12, you have 20 points and an E in English, to understand. So now we need to make sure to cut down the number from 500 to a number that we can call for interview. So we'll see that, oh, okay, this one has 2 years experience, did internship for 6 months. There's people that did internship. So we take up people that did internship. And then we say, okay, internship, there's people with internship. How many are they? And then be like, oh, we cut down to 300. 300 people have internship. Then we check how many months, how many years. And then be like, oh, okay, 300 is still a lot of number to call for interview for one position. Let's look for people that they did for 1 year. Do you understand? Then we cut down, 1 year experience. We take out the people that they 1 year, that's one below 1 year, we fall out. And we say, oh, only 70 people have a 1 year internship. Do we continue this, or we do, depending on the post, how the number of candidates are there that have more experience, 2 years. That's how literally experience play a role on when you have been shortlisted. So I advise you guys, please do internship. It's really important. Even though they're not paying you, just get out in the morning and go do that job for your own good, for future references, for you to get a job. There are lucky ones that don't need experience. They get hired on the spot. Maybe in the interview they're just, lucky, but experience plays a big role when up in government when applying. Also, what other question? Please make a detailed video about the whole recruitment process. What exactly do they look for, and how long it takes to typically fill a role, especially in government? Okay. Recruitment process is basically what we've studied in school, guys, for those that did HR. That's literally the whole recruitment process. They discover there's a vacant position. The vacant position get put in the media. The media then advertise it, show it to the public, and then the public applies. So this is where I come in. So when we run an advert, the advert runs for 1 month, a full month. So after a month, after the closing date, the advert, then it takes, let's say we get 5,000 applications. These 5,000 applications, each and every one of them, 1 to 5,000, need to be long listed. You understand? Typed in a long list, where we have to preliminary select the people, choose the people that have met the requirement from this 5,000, the advert requirement only, nothing else, just the advert requirements, and then those that don't meet the advert requirement. So we have to shortlist all 5,000 of them to choose the ones that meet the requirement, the advert requirement, and then those that will not also, but everybody gets long listed. There's nobody get left behind. So after long listing, these people that long listing, we then see from the long list how many people meet the advert requirement. And from the 5,000, we say, okay, 2,000 meet the advert requirement. Then now we have to come up with a shortlisting criteria, in which by we have to, so that we can try to minimize this 2,000, so that we cannot call all these 2,000 people to the interview. So after coming up with the shortlisting criteria, and then the people comes, and then we shortlist, which look who have will meet the requirement for the shortlisting criteria. After cutting that down, then maybe we come up with 150, and then sometimes we'll be like, okay, this 150 people is they're coming to write for this position, and then we'll do the whole. So this 150 will come. We'll call these people for 150, and that they'll come right, and then that marking will take up 150 people marking. It can take a week, honestly, because 150 people are a lot. And then after the marking, we call again for the oral interview, and then the oral interview will see how many will come out. So after the oral interview, we will then write the submission to ED, and then it will go through the whole process from the HR all the way to the manager, to the ED, to sign the appointment letter. And after the appointment letter is written, then it comes back to HR, and then the HR officer calls again the candidate, the successful candidate, and the successful candidate comes in, collect their offer letter, whether they accept or not, and then they tell us when they will start, whether immediately or in 1 month notice. So in that whole process of all this happening, I'll say usually government application forms recruitment process takes about 3 months. Once you start the process, of course, not like from the date of the advert. Once you start the process, it usually just take about 3 months, if not shorter, once you start the process, when it's just entry positions. But if it's like, depending on the time frame, of course, government have a lot of vacancies and a lot of work as well. We have a lot of backlog works sometimes. We can advertise a position in April, but then we'll only start the recruitment process of it in June. It's not because it's insufficient. We don't efficiency. Is because we have other posts that came before these posts when advertised. That's why people always like, why government applications always take long to fill? But government, it's not because we have other vacancies that were before that we get so many applications from within that need to be typed, long listed, and everything. The process is just long listing itself. It's where actually most of the time is taken, because we have to literally write down each and every person's details, qualifications, age, every little detail about this person on this long listing. So that takes a time. So imagine typing 5,000 application forms. It's not a walk in the park. So basically it takes about 3 months once the recruitment process takes, but if from advertisement to filling, it can go to about 6 months to a year. But that's not the recruitment, but that's just the filling of the position sometimes. But once the recruitment process starts, it only takes about 3 months. So yeah, I think that's all that Libertine asked, and I hope I answered your question to your satisfaction. But also I wanted to talk about that I said I was going to make a video of what is the Bible things that you need to when studying for government interviews. I was going to do it, but then time got on me. But I promise I'll make a video of it, because I noticed a lot of people keep asking me, what do I need to study? I need what to study. So I'll tell you for what you need, what is the Bible things to have when preparing for government interviews. But other than that, I think I have come to the end of this amazing video. Oh my gosh, it's been a minute. I think I was really awkward doing this video. But yeah, I hope it was helpful. I hope it was meaningful, and you can share it with others that actually will need this information. I don't know how relevant it is to them, but those that you think will need the information, please do share with them. Do share my channel with them, your family and friends, and please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until then, it's adios. Bye bye.